Here are some steps to make your financial life happier in 2022. Today we'll be reviewing an article by the Wall Street Journal entitled How to Make Your Financial Life Happier in 2022 by Ann Tergeson. Instead of setting an ambitious money goal in the new year, here are some techniques that can help you achieve happiness with your finances. Number 1, focus on yourself. Yes, you are allowed to spend some of your money on yourself and give yourself a better life. Studies show that as income rises, so does happiness. But once earnings hit a peak of about $75,000, more money doesn't necessarily bring any significant improvements to happiness. This income threshold, of course, is likely to be higher if you live in expensive cities or locations. George Kinder, founder of the Kinder Institute of Life Planning, asked 2 questions. What would you do if you had all the money in the world? And what would you most regret not doing on your deathbed? Mr. Kinder's answers have led him to spend more time in nature, getting outside, spend more time with family, and spend time writing books. It is fundamentally important not to compromise on something that, if unfulfilled, would leave you with a deep regret. If you have things you want to do, get out there and do them. Number 2, save time and aggravation. Anything you can do to create more free time can lead to happiness. Ways to save time on your financial life include automating bill payments and savings. Set up apps and systems where things automatically happen each month and you don't need to think about them. That will not only save you time, but that will save you aggravation. And try not to check your account balances more frequently than, say, twice a month. Betterment's Mr. Egan recommends what he calls stress-free budgeting. His method eliminates constant monitoring of spending, which can be very tedious. Mr. Egan sends his paychecks to a joint bank account from which he and his wife automatically pay recurring bills, including their mortgage. The couple also automates transfers to sub-accounts earmarked for items including emergencies, new car, and vacations. They then divide what is left in half so each can spend the surplus as they see fit in their own separate bank accounts. Number 3, minimize conflict with your spouse, family members, and friends. Couples can relieve stress by following the Egan's example and including some money in their budget for each to spend independently. And that's the trick. Each of you has money to spend independently as you would like to spend it, or save it if that's the case. Spouses who would rather save than spend can do that. And each individual has the freedom to do their own spending or saving based on their own beliefs. Some couples spend from a joint account, but Mr. Egan and his wife have gone a step further by dividing what remains after paying their bills into separate accounts. Segregating individual expenses from joint expenses makes it easier and less time-consuming to review statements. Use these steps, get yourself off to a better place when it comes to your finances, and hopefully you'll have a fantastic 2022. Remind yourself of all your financial achievements in the past and keep going. If you paid off a credit card, if you made a payment on something important, give yourself credit for doing that and move forward with your finances with a positive attitude. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Shine 365. Please give us a like, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you next time on Shine 365.